3, 2, 1. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? I am barely hanging in there, y'all. Let me get things started here. I got the Book of Faces working again, so let me post that link over. How do I do that? Groups. There we go. All right. Yeah, sorry for being late. I am sick, and I am barely holding it together. What am I going to make today? Eyeglass case. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do an eyeglasses case. Good morning, Ken. Good morning. The old man is here. Good. Let me clean some stuff off. I got myself these here are my Christmas present to myself. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. The little one has been wickedly sick for the last week, so there's that, and it feels like I'm starting to come down with it myself now, unfortunately. I guess it is the right time to come down with a sickness like this because you know, it's Bermuda week. But I just... Well, that sucks. Yes. Yes, it does. But it's one of those things you just kind of gotta learn to live with, you know? Thankfully, I got these glasses just in time because I think I get $3 off Primo Hoagies. Because I think I was starting to get an eye infection in my right eye for wearing contacts for too long in them. The last contacts I had, I wore them pretty much non-stop for about 6 months. Starts to mess with your vision a little bit. Not too good. I really need to clean up my desk. I need to clean up a lot of things. I had the grandkids over this weekend. Hopefully I won't be getting sick. Well, yeah, hopefully. I had him all week and he couldn't sleep. So I crawled into bed with me, and, you know, it was cute. He would cuddle right up, and as soon as I'd fall asleep, he'd turn his face and just cough right in mine. Like, I appreciate that I'm your safe space, and I appreciate that you find comfort cuddling with me. But goddamn, I could have used a little bit more sleep, and I could have used the not coughing in my face. Really could have. But it is what it is. Yay. So, enough whinging. I need to find somewhere to put these light bulbs. They're rather nice light bulbs. I need to find somewhere to put them. Well, that is a project for later. I have a lot of projects for later. Like, can you see that grandfather clock I have over there? I need to get that fixed as well. Though I went to see some movies recently, and I saw The War of the Rohirrim.
I'm trying not to get him in.
And that was actually a really good movie, animated. It was like the old, like American anime style too, or the old Japanese style, where it's like everything was flat, but it wasn't. So it was really cool. No, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. The only thing, the whole plot of it could easily have been the whole plot of the whole thing could easily have been, like, 90% of that movie could have been avoided by, well, oh, sorry, I'm the asshole. Whole war averted. Stuff like that. But it was true. It was true to how Tolkien wrote things, and how, you know, the whole process went together. So it was a very good movie. I have to give him credit for that. It was a very good movie. Now, how should I do this? Got it. You're on screen. How should I do this glasses holder? You gotta get over here or get down in the other room. I did really enjoy it. And, more importantly, I got the popcorn tin for it. Because I am a dork. And I like things like that. So I think what I'm going to do with that is actually make a holder for my paintbrushes, because it's about that round. It's about that tall. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, one side could be just all the paintbrush holders. Because I have paintbrushes up here and stains and stuff up here.
Put it into the top of the slime.
Cool. And then I'm thinking on the other side, I can have all my stains and then all my paints, like in 2 tiers or 3 tiers, depending on how many I can fit inside. And the cool thing is the lid on that thing locks. So, if something falls or whatever, because I had this fall.
I got an ATV.
And one of my stains spilled.
Oh, that's not good.
So, if I'm able to get everything in that container, everything would stay nice and contained. It should be good.
If I go all the way over there, would I be on screen?
You would be. Pretty much anything on this rug is more or less on screen. You're just off. So there's that, and I think I need to start getting my mold making stuff here as opposed to at the shop and start, working on doing all those. Because here I have, nice flat surfaces. It's relatively climate controlled. I think I could do a lot of work here. Speaking of which, Ken, what are your recent projects? Have you had anything going on recently? I need coffee. Really should be drinking like tea and honey, but you can hear the lovely cough that I've been dealing with. That's my future ringing in. Thank you. Probably nothing until after New Year. Why nothing? Have a little fun. Make something weird. Do a self-portrait. That's weird enough. There's a couple things I did want to do. Since I went to the movies, I saw a trailer for Snow White movie. And Ken, this project might be up your alley. The Queen, the evil Queen, has a crown. It looks like a stained glass crown. Pretty cool. I'm thinking about doing that in resin. How? I'm not exactly sure yet. But, we'll see. Got a undercoat, and then my parents' anniversary surprise party. Okay, well, yeah, that would take some time then, wouldn't it? Oh, man. Oh. did good, but stay back there. Use wire to separate the colors of the stained glass. I'm thinking it has to be wire, but I'm not sure if I want to do wire or if I want to do it like a 3D print. But I mean, either way, no matter what I do, it's going to be a real pain in the butt. I could even do laser cut panels. That would probably be the easiest. Use, you know, laser cut panels so they're all flat facets as opposed to a curved surface. Then just, you know, kind of sand in the fillet. Here, go.
No, I'm not on screen right now.
And then join those edges together, you know, with some super glue, and then maybe, I don't know, because if I can have them all flat, like I have to have some sort of a boundary. Wire would be a good one. I can get all the pieces laid out, right? And then I could inject the resin into each piece. And then from there, try and work on something. I don't know. I need to look at some screenshots. I need to find some screenshots of it, kind of sketch the whole thing out. But I think that'd be a nice little build. And I got a bunch of resin I want to use. I got a bunch of really pretty mica powders too, that they're just sitting around. And, you know, basically just being a waste. Just sitting there, getting old, getting to the point where they're unusable. The powder's not, but the epoxy is. So yeah, I need to take get a bunch of screenshots, lay that out, figure out what size I want to make it, and then go from there. Maybe I'll even put it up for sale. I probably will. I have fun making the things, then I have more fun collecting money for the things that I make. But I need to start thinking about how I'm going to make these glasses holders. I'm kind of thinking it has to be. Of course, it doesn't have to be. I saw some guy do some really, really pretty ones with all hand tools. But I'm kind of thinking, I know that's a dangerous proposition. Ken, from the pic I just looked at, and I hate to say this, alcohol inks might work better for a stained glass look. You're probably right. You're probably right. I need to see if the resin I have is compatible with that. It probably is. And then that's just a quick trip down to Michael's or something. The mica powder is going to stay the mica powder regardless. You know, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the mica powder at all. Alcohol inks fade fast, though. Like, how fast are we talking? When does this movie come out anyways? Because I want to have it done and on the shelf by then. Maybe I'll even do a quick YouTube video about it. That way, you know, I have something that will hit YouTube the time that's coming out and actually, like, you know, boost this channel up a little bit. Let's do a little research, shall we? When does this debut? March 21st. Oh, I have time then. I don't have to rush. That's nice. It's not bad at all. If they are out in the sun, less than a year. If shaded, a couple years. Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? So, spectacles. What I'm thinking is triangle. All right, triangle profile. Glasses are roughly triangular on their profile. But I want it to be a little bit more robust. So what I'm thinking is I want to do a triangular shape where I have the front have a lip on it. The top will kind of wrap over. And I want magnets. I don't know if I have any though. But just, you know, 2 little neodymium magnets, you know, 1/3 from each side. Probably what these are, what, 5 inches or something? 6 inches. So I could do 2 inches, 2 inches from either side. Quick, you know, division of thirds. Nice and easy. And get that in there. I'm thinking I want it more robust, so I'm thinking about doing the triangle panel itself out of some thicker leather. Maybe I'll even boil some leather just to get it really stiff, you know? And then I'll run a thin layer that'll wrap around that I can glue a strip on, you know, my magnets on. And then for the actual thirds, I will get some thicker leather and stitch it to the thinner leather, so the thinner leather kind of acts like a hinge, you know? And that thicker leather will be like a stiffener plate. And that way I could take it and throw it into my laser there, and you know, maybe laser cut those panels. Yeah, laser cut those panels, and then maybe like put something, you know, like a nice design on them. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. And then maybe I'll line the whole thing with something really nice. I don't have any more cork. I used the last of my cork on I used the last of my cork on a nice on Christmas presents for the office. I made everyone. I don't know if you saw the post. I did what you call it for everybody. Uh, little coasters. Put a little doobly doo on the outside of it. I put their name engraved on the inside. Weird thing about that is, the two older guys, my bosses, use them as coasters. The boss's daughter uses hers as a coaster. Two kids in my office, for some reason, have them. We have these like vampire clip type things. They have them clipped to the side of their cubicle, like it's a piece of art. And I am just confused. Like, dude, it's a thing to be used. It's like if I gave someone a hammer, I don't expect them to polish it and hang it up. I expect them to beat the ever-living hell out of something with it because it's a hammer. It's a coaster. It's meant to put drinks on. It's sealed, finished leather. I put 3 coats of Vaseline on it. And then I buffed it and waxed it with a nice carnauba wax too, so it has a nice shine to it. I don't know. Kids are by kids I mean they're like in their mid-20s. One's 22 and one's 25 or something. Like, you drink coffee all day, and to be honest, it was also a Christmas present to myself because I didn't like the sound of everyone's coffee mugs made when they set them down on their desk. It's just a little thing that bugs me. So I try to make my work environment a little bit more amenable. And I thought it was a nice thing to do. But it's not a piece of artwork. It's kind of strange. Kids these days are kind of strange. Anyways. It's my little rant. Yeah, I'm thinking about using this leather though as the stiffener panel and maybe even the triangle. I think this would be a good size for it. But yeah, I have a lot of resin projects and silicone projects I want to do. But I think it'd be much better if I started doing them here. I could probably get a lot more work done with that here than at the shop. Now, the idea is that I would have certain things set up to work and cure. I'd be able to get up, pour them in the morning, go to work, go about my thing, and then the next day, demold, clean, remold, repour, go to work. Or maybe do that at night. Come home from work, demold, clean, put it back together, pour the next one, and go about my evening. do my leather work, do my laser and my 3D printer and whatnot, and just kind of go from there. And just a thought. But I want to start getting back into working with, you know, silicone and resin and stuff. So I think this crown will be a nice, easy transition back into that. And who was the guy who did a bunch of stained glass stuff? Kind of a goofy dude. Seems like a decent guy. Peter Brown. He has a YouTube channel and does pretty good work. He does a lot of like turning stuff and a lot of resin stuff. It's pretty much his big shtick. Yeah. Peter Brown. That's the guy I need to watch and listen to his tips and tricks. I think he uses alcohol inks too, unfortunately. I think the mica would be too opaque to get to get a good. Wonder if there's any way I can improve that color fastness. I'm kind of thinking there's probably not, unless I use a UV resistant ink or a UV resistant resin. But since that's a business expense, I can write it off if I do a YouTube video over it. Steve McDonald. I'll look him up after I get up, after we close down here for the day. Yeah. So let's start sketching something. I'm very happy I got the church finished, and I got all that stuff delivered. You know, these would have been really cool. These would have been really cool projects. First one was going to be an actual structural piece. It was going to be a half moon that could be suspended for an art photography piece. The next one was going to be a portable rain room. And the third one was going to be the hardest part. It was going to be a person-sized Gothic martini glass. Oh well. wonder if I'd actually be able to get this whole project laser cut. I think I can. Okay, so back piece here at the bottom. The glasses are 1.5 inches. I am blind as a bat.
You mean the game call that I'm blind out the back?
No, no, child. I, myself, am blind. By the way, I got these from Zenni, Zenni. They weren't the fastest, but I got these glasses for $60. I think the frames complement my face. They have blue light coating. They're transitions, and they have an infrared coating on them too. This is backwards 1 inch. Which is rather nice because, you know, if I'm wearing these, obviously I can't wear my infrared goggles, my infrared glasses. So these will give me the ability to still forge if I can't wear my contacts. Now these clearly won't provide as much protection as a pair of actual dedicated infrared goggles, but I don't really stare into the forge. You know, it's just a quick, oh, not temperature yet, and go do something else. Okay, then grab what I have and work it. So it's not like I'm staring into the forge, but these will provide some amount of protection. As opposed to my contacts, which provided none. Okay, so 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 1 inch. It's kind of a strange proportion. But if that's the size of the glasses, that's the size of the glasses. I think I'm going to bump that up, though, all those numbers up by 1/4 inch, just to give me a little bit of room. Let the glasses, you know, also to help account for the thickness of the material. Because don't forget, I'm going to be putting on a liner, a thin leather, and then a thick leather on the outside. So I think I'm going to bump all that up by, you know, 1/8 inch on either side, 1/4 inch total. And then I think For the actual hinged parts, I'm going to add 1/8 of an inch at every corner. I don't think I need to do that. I think if I have the stiffener plates the size of the glasses, and I add that 1/8 inch on either side for the thinner piece of leather, that's going to be the basically the hinge to wrap around that. I think that'd be good. The hard part is going to be getting the magnets to work how I want them to. Gotta run. See you later. Alright, Ken. You have yourself a good week. Drive safe. It's still the holidays. People are still dumb on the road. You know, I swear, I'm on Reddit and I see all these dash cam videos of people doing the most absurd shit. And I don't understand. Like, how can these people be so flagrantly dumb when they're on the road like they are? But you see it all the time. So stay safe, brother. Alright, so we got the profile down. We got the width. Now this would be a hell of a lot easier, I think, if I just had a pattern. And I probably could find a pattern online. Where's the fun in that? Alright, so let's call that 6 inches. I need to figure out something for that bottom lip. How big do I want that to go? I'm thinking I want at least 2 or 3 stitches just to give it some stability there. And I think for this project, this specific project, do I have any thinner stitching? I don't think I do, actually. I really need to get all my stitching and stuff like put together. Let's be honest, I'm all over the place. But I'm kind of thinking I want to use the 3mm stitches for this project, just to give it a little bit of a classier look. You know, for wallets, you know, for my higher end wallets, I like using the 3mm. For my lasered wallets, I like using the 5mm. It just gives a bit of a sturdier look. And perhaps it is a little bit sturdier, but not that much. I'm thinking this guy here, 3mm. Now I need to see if I have any 0.5mm thread. lying around. That's 1 millimeter. That's 1 millimeter. There's 0.6, but I don't think I have nearly enough. Probably gonna have like a foot of that left. Maybe 2 feet. That's not enough. And this guy here is 0.6. But again, I probably only have like a foot of that left. So I think I kind of have to go with the 1 millimeter thread. Probably 1 millimeter white thread. Which is unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate. And this is, let's go 3/8. Want at least 2 stitches. Take that off. 1/8. And that is what, 1, 2, about 3/8 of an inch. So I need a 3/8 inch strip. Do this 1/2, and this would be 1 inch, and then 6 inches by 2. And then I need to figure out on this triangle how I'm going to have the gussets run. Not the gussets, but the flaps for it. I'm kind of thinking, I suppose I could have everything just run like, boxy, kind of have, nice straight corners and do a box corner on it. But I'm really not a fan of that look. It's kind of hard to hide things. So what I think I want to do I want to take this triangle and put a flap on either side. And on that flap, I'll only have it like a 1/4 inch. And then the flap will get stitching all around it to take those corners and pull them into each other. Now the question is, should I have that flap running on the outside or the inside? If the glasses are here, should I have the flaps going like that, or should I have the flaps going like that? Kind of thinking out would be a little bit cleaner of a look. So kind of make that corner gusset look recessed, and give you something like some points to pick it up without just glomming onto the whole thing. And I know this has been more of a design session than a build session, which I thought it was going to be. But I didn't realize how many little things need to be taken into account before just making a case for some spectacles. What would be really cool is if I had some long-lasting glow-in-the-dark paint. And then on these panels, when I engrave them, I could tool them. I don't even know what I'm going to put on them yet. Because I want it to look classy, but I also want to have some fun with it. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear them. But maybe do some elements on it with some glow-in-the-dark paint or something. So that if I have to find my glasses, let's say in the middle of the night, I don't want to turn the lights on. It wouldn't be super hard for me to spot it because it'd be the only thing in the bedroom glowing. Just a thought. But I have a lot of cleaning to do today before I even get to that point. I want to clean this whole thing off. I want to start getting started on working on the tin so I can get all my paintbrushes and stuff in there and make things nice. I'm not sure if I want a wooden bottom, if I want those elements to be wooden or if I want them to be laser cut. I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm just going to have to play with, I think, until I find something that's happy. I don't think I need all that many paintbrushes in there either. Maybe, 6 or 8 paintbrushes and somewhere to put all my my daubers. Because I kind of have the daubers by stain color. It'd be nice to have things like labeled in there too, I do want to get a lot more paint though. I only have 4. These are actually. I'm not sure what you would consider this, because this is a dye, but it's acrylic, so it's more like a paint. I did some pumpkin masks with this. Works rather nice. Caution, acrylic dye is rendered useless upon freezing. Good to know. Acrylic dye may be thinned with water. Also good to know. Well, they're telling you if you want to use it in like a spray brush. Don't let this freeze. Got it. What about these guys? These are anglers. These are Gold Star. Oh. They're even telling you how to use this with airbrush. Look at that. Also works on canvas, denim, faux leather, mesh, nylon, wood, and much more. Angulus leather paint colors may be mixed to obtain other colors. It is always best to apply multiple thin coats rather than a few thick coats. Blah, 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 blah. Will provide a flexible, water-resistant finish. Honestly, these are they're a little bit more on the spendy side. But the colors and the color fastness you get out of these, I made the star on my Christmas tree this year, and I think that's going to be something I make every year. But this year I laser cut some black thick cardboard, and I got a pattern for it. I didn't want to muck around with it, but it made like a 3D star. And on the faces of all on the star, it had this nice filigree work. So I did a black and white tree this year. So I had the black cardboard. So I used the Ungla silver here. And it was just one coat. It dries fast. And I mean, if you look really close at it, you can tell I used only one coat. But, you know, unless you're going to climb the tree and look at the star, you would never notice. And from more than 3 feet away, 4 feet away, it looks like I made it out of silver. It looks like I cut it out of silver with like a little jeweler saw and glued it onto behind this black border. And it was just cardboard that I just put one coat of thin paint on. Looks really nice, actually. Should put some pictures up on YouTube or on Facebook. I guess I could put them on YouTube too. Never thought about that. Anyways, look at that. We're out of time for the week. So, I actually have some quick and easy YouTube videos that I want to make. And then some quick and easy stuff to prepare and get together. So I think we're gonna have start having videos appear on this channel again soon, like real proper videos. So there's that. And I got my cello back there. I see it every day now. It's kind of in my face every day, so it's starting to beckon to me. Play me. I was also at Guitar Center yesterday. I saw a dulcimer and a mandolin. And I kind of want to pick up a mandolin and a dulcimer. Dulcimer I could make myself. Mandolin with those nice complex compound shapes on them, though, I can't really make that. I think it'd be fun to start picking up other string instruments. Because I can play, I'm pretty good at the cello. I can play the violin and the upright bass. I'm not great at them, but I can do it. But I want to pick up something that I can strum. Like the dulcimer. I think the dulcimer is more of a picking instrument than a strumming instrument. But like a mandolin, it's small, it's nice. If I go to a Ren Fair, I can take that with me. A little fun we can have with that. We can have a little bit of fun with that. Might even be able to take that on a bigger thing that I want to do this year. But that is for another video. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. I promise this time things are actually happening and big things are coming soon. So, y'all take care and I'll see you next time.